Hey, Christy. Oh, welcome everybody to Streaming the Magic. I am the West Coast host, Danny, coming to you live from Disneyland. We're about to go take a ride on the Rise of the Resistance ride. There's a chipmunk. Literally a chip. And a Dale. Are you gonna try and high-five Dale too? Good old summertime. Good old summertime. Strolling through the shady lane. Oh, they're over there. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. Can't complain. A little tired from being up so early this morning. We were here for a rope drop. And I'm still trying to get my hours switched around from being on the Disney World for the past 3 weeks. Now we got a boarding pass. Our boarding pass this morning was for 39?
Yes.
For 39. That's come and gone. That came about 12:15. I went home, relaxed. That's a benefit of living close to the park. Now we're back. They give us until 3:10 to ride. So they almost give you about 3 hours. So which is good. But we're gonna make our way back to the ride, take a ride on it. The ride experience itself is about 25 minutes. And we do say ride experience. It's multiple rides, and then the riding part itself is a multiple ride. Elevator, simulator, trackless vehicle. Thank everybody for joining me. And don't forget to check out our sponsors. DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com, MickeyMonthly.com, VictorNarosky.com, and I'm brain farting on my last one. Vacation Insider, I believe. Which way should we go? Let's go this way. I do say the castle looks a lot better since it got painted.
Yeah.
And the rocks are a lot better since they got rid of the French fry rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, back to the Mickey bucket. I already got a Mickey bucket. Hello, ducky. I love my Disneyland ducks. Coming up to springtime, you know what that means. Babies. We get baby duckies. We get baby kittens that pop out of bushes. You ever watch that video? Like little baby kittens were popping out over by Alice in Wonderland out of the bush. Like, you know how they kind of play?
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden, kitten. Frontierland. Oh, thank you. When I'm bored, I always put up videos in the background too. Usually webcams though. There's only so much YouTube you can watch. But it's opening day, so why not experience it? And every Friday I'll be coming to you live from Disneyland with rope drops. And if I'm in Florida, we'll be live in Florida rope drops. Either way, Friday there'll be rope drops. Tomorrow in the afternoon on Saturdays. Evening time sometimes. Usually I like to try and capture fireworks for that on Saturday. Mark Twain's out in refurbishment right now, so we have the sailing ship Columbia. This is a pirate ship you see during Fantasmic Show. Thunder Mountain has a 30-minute wait. Not for me though. I get a fast pass, so make sure if you come to Disneyland, get the max pass. Definitely worth the time and money. Now it is where Florida's probably going to end up going. From what I read, they're going to end up starting to do like a max pass type system. Seeing that their thrill tour and their classic ride tours are so popular, because it's like having an extra 7 fast passes on top of the 3 you can get for the day. And if you time it right, you do your VIP experience in the morning. By 4 o'clock when it's over, you use your 3 fast passes for the evening. You got about 10 rides all in one day, just in fast passes. Good old Thunder Mountain. Did we not walk this way this morning? I don't remember that churro or pretzel cart being there. Huh?
I'm glad I brought no money.
No money?
No money.
Oh, good thing I have a card. You wanna go see Woody?
No, Woody has a line.
Or Jesse? I didn't see Jesse at first.
I did.
Oh, Woody's a lot taller than Jesse, so he stood up. I do like the electronic screens. Lisa says it even on there, the boarding groups. So you don't have to go all the way back to the ride. I don't remember the studios having that. Like, we kind of had to wait outside the ride if you wanted like visual. Yeah, you had to like go to the ride each time. Or if one of those drink carts with the little R2s on the back. Wonder if R2-D2's wandering around. So welcome to Galaxy's Edge. Good morning from Australia. We like our friends in Australia. Thoughts go out to you folks with your wildfires. Hopefully we have koalas, bears at the end. Those are my favorite animals. Second favorite behind the kinkajou.
We had to be here by 2:10. Remember at the house it said,
I do like the music they play here. The detail is amazing to this land. There's some little things that I wish they would do. There's Ray, trying to be all secret. And again, I guess you have to be secret when the first order's around today. Oh, they put umbrellas out here. That's thoughtful. Oh, they put giant umbrellas, like cocktail umbrellas, inside Toy Story Land. I'm like, it works, but it doesn't work. The 4-leaf clover effect would have given you that whole shrinking down effect a lot better than the cocktail. And we're walking and walking. Don't ask me why we're on this side of the people though. We'll leave Becky over there by herself.
If I start talking like
Why are
you getting to the side?
And the crowd's over here. So here we go, walking up the Rise of Resistance. I see Adam the Woo.
Well, I need my gray.
We go up. Top off. Are they closed right now? That's not right.
They were at the part of a writer's block group, so now we need to go find out what happened.
Is it closed right now?
As far as I know, I think they were down for the bit.
Will people who are there get like return passes?
Yes, it is. Did you have a pass?
No.
Oh.
Well, we have a boarding pass, but yeah.
Well, once the ride reopens, and you can tell by looking on the app that'll say open. Oh shoot, you guys are route 39. Okay. Yeah. So once the ride reopens, then we'll start taking you over there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
What number are they?
So we have to wait a bit. Like any time, it's gonna be down. So we'll just hang out for a little bit. Hey, Scottsdale. Oh, it's a little warm. I should have taken off my sweatshirt. Need to get out of the sun though. I'm blinded by the light. Oh, everybody's sitting around on their phones. I'm guessing it's been down for a little bit. Hey, there's nothing wrong with the north except for it's blistering cold up there. Good view from Galaxy's Edge right there though. So, how long it will be down can range anywhere from 45 minutes for a typical restarting of the ride to even higher. At this time, it looks like all their cast members are just hanging out, so how long the ride's been down, I'm not sure. Couldn't be too long because it had the thing open as far as when we were looking at the app coming in. So, just pretty much a waiting game at this time. We'll give it a little bit of time to see if something changes, but if not, you guys can hang out with us for a little bit. Whee! Wanna go walk somewhere? Walk the shops? Let's go walk the shops. Let's go look for Baby Yoda. Shall we find out how long it's been down?
He's fast.
Do you know how long it might be? Oh, okay.
About that, yeah.
Alright. So yeah, it's gonna be at least an hour and a half. So we don't know if that's gonna work too well, but we'll see what happens. How long it's been down, I don't know. They could be saying an hour and a half for the past hour. And if it takes them an hour and a half to reset the ride, they're a little slower than Florida. Hey, Don't try and fire at me. It's a pulse. Where's a Chewbacca? That's what we need to find. Where's Chewbacca? Wander. It's very busy here for a Friday. I haven't seen it this busy in a while. This morning is probably the first time I've seen Disneyland this busy that early in the morning. God, I don't even know how long. Maybe if ever. For the 60th it wasn't that busy. For opening at Galaxy's Edge it wasn't that busy. But I say the same thing about Disney Hollywood Studios with their rise. And that was on New Year's Day when I thought everybody would be sleeping. Not so much. Everybody came awake on New Year's morning. Don't forget they got Millennium Flight popcorn buckets. And it does get crowded in these little shops. That's the bad part about it. With so many people hanging out in the area, especially with the ride down, and they got boarding passes. But if worse comes to worse, then we'll end up just recording this for you and then putting it up by tonight. Not the way I want to do it, but I wouldn't want you guys to hang out for an hour and a half of looking at nothing really. Check out the shops. Don't you wish Jack could get one of those for real?
Yes.
You want a porg?
I like a kitty.
You want Baby Yoda? I mean, the kid?
That's the same Yoda that I got Olivia.
I didn't know you got her in. Really wish these shops were a little bigger though. You want some popcorn? I know you love the popcorn here. Such wonderful flavors. Huh. I always thought they weren't going to sell Blackfire Alpha stuff inside of Disneyland. Inside of Galaxy's Edge, it was all supposed to be Star Wars stuff was bought out there unless it was costumes to keep with the whole realistic. That didn't last long. Still haven't eaten here. Let's see what the crowds are like over at the Millennium Falcon. Oh, you know it's busy when they got a line to get into a store. You can move forward and buy a lightsaber, and then you can move forward and buy a lightsaber. And that's not even to build a lightsaber. I will say, if Josh tomorrow was still here as president, he'd be in this crowd. That's what I liked about Josh. He was a great president. Oh, I see stormtroopers. Would you like some blue milk? How about some green milk? That sight never gets old.
Hello, traveler. How are
Hello.
This outpost is under observation by the First Order.
Great sons, Max.
This way, please, citizen.
kind of wish they'd be like how they were Star Wars weekends, if you ever watch those. They like bag on each other. I still haven't figured out how the stormtroopers work, but
So this is it. Look at that.
it's a beautiful day in California. Not a sun in the sky. Cantina. I haven't been here in almost a month, so I was all used to Florida. There's the line for the get into the cantina. Good, nice long line. I haven't seen a wandering R2 yet. Wouldn't that be funny if they had a baby Yoda walk around?
Yeah.
He's all like in a stroller.
And
Go.
that, no, and that floating is floating.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. You too can have your picture taken in front of a ship. Would make for a great stage show area. Little stunt show or something. Lightsaber battles. Even if they brought the kids out to fight like they used to.
Yeah.
And since that person mentioned it earlier about seeing Darth Vader, I kind of want to go back and bug Darth Vader. Blue milk or green milk. Either way, you're not getting rum in here. Which, if you like the rums, it goes really good with the green milk. But you can only get it out in Disney Hollywood Studios. So I will say that is the benefit between the two. You can try different things when it comes to that. We're gonna have to do that again because I want a droid. I want a drone too, but and we got some little toys out here being played with.
R2 units, they come out with Bluetooth. So when you get close to each other, they start interacting and talking to each other.
Yours moves better than mine does. I've been leaving him on letting him talk to other droids.
Why did you build an R2?
So I wanted to be.
I kind of want an R2.
Sometimes their heads fall off.
Does it?
Yeah. I was gonna be able
I had to get an R2 so that way they can talk to each
I was
other.
gonna do it in Florida.
You need to put like a little NASCAR track out here so you can like BB-8 race it. Left turn! Make them do another left turn! You do feel like you're on a different world when you come here, which is nice. Get you away from reality sometimes.
I will carry you.
As you can see, 77, 80, and 83, the same years that Star Wars came out. Little details sunken all over this land. There's some engraving writing that's on the walls that means something, but you don't know until you figure it out. Little Easter eggs that they put around. Like Rex the DJ from Star Tours is up there DJing the music. He's also literally in the canteen playing the music. Is it right open?
I think so.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I I'm guessing with so many people sitting around, it's not open yet, or they're waiting for their boarding pass. Not open yet. That's no good. No, I wish drones were flying around. As most of you know, Disneyland is a, what would you call it, air-free zone. The FAA regulates nothing within 3 miles is allowed to fly unless it's over 3,000 feet. So getting drones out here means they actually have to go through federal regulations in order to get the drones here. So that's pretty sure why we didn't have them during media. Disney Hollywood Studios is outside the 3 mile zone around the Magic Kingdom. So anything can be flown over the studios, over Animal Kingdom, and over World Showcase. That's why you don't see the tourist helicopters flying over Magic Kingdom, really. You do see planes, but they're usually over 3,000 feet. Helicopters don't usually travel over 3,000 feet. Sometimes. Drones, not supposed to fly those over 400. And nowadays, if you do drones the right way and you actually go through the FAA and all that stuff, yeah, you won't get a drone anywhere near Disneyland. Would have been nice to see those big drones fly over here, though. I live close enough by, that would have been really nice to see. I would appreciate if they did bring a Star Wars show here, because you get such good fireworks from inside Galaxy's Edge that it would go kind of perfect. Oh, it definitely is bright suns today. It's so bright. Yeah, everybody's just hanging out still out here. So the ride hasn't opened yet. I'm sure when it is open, it's going to be line upon line because you're going to have all backed up boarding passes. So that's going to be fun. So how streaming is going to work, I'm not sure. I did lower the streaming down to 720 today instead of usually my 1080. Just so that way I wouldn't have any breakup problems. But I guess we can go check out New Orleans Square. Ah, choo-choo train. That's something you never see in Galaxy's Edge. An old steam train. Must be ran on some of those Kylo crystals. Maybe have Baby Yoda driving it. That would be kind of cute, Bill, seeing Baby Yoda's face going by out the window. And that's the Lily Bell, Walt's personal train car for his wife, Lily. And also all the big dignitaries they used to have. Oh, and as soon as we pass under the bridge into regular bear country, we get the sailing ship Columbia. Which is kind of cool because over here he's going to fire his cannon. Oh, they're getting ready. Cannon right there on this side, but they fire the one on the other side.
Now that should put some fear in them. Looks like we're safe for now, but I ask all crew and passengers to keep a weather eye out. We don't want the Jolly Roger flying above this fine ship.
Relaxing little cruise on a pirate ship, which you can go down into and actually has little pirate memorabilia. Very nice to go on. Something different than just going on the Mark Twain all the time. It is a little confusing because here it's Rivers of America out there, and here it's Mark Twain. Out there it's Liberty Bell with like the whole Liberty Square aspect. You can kind of make out that too in the background. But they did shorten our rivers just a little bit and put in all the rock work with the train trestles on the back, which is kind of nice when you have the train going on it. Over here's a Tom Sawyer's Island with Fort Wilderness on that, but you can't go on Fort Wilderness because that's a staging area for Fantasmic. Unlike Magic Kingdom, our Tom Sawyer's Island hosts Fantasmic during busy time and on weekends. Make sure you get a fast pass. Hungry Bear, good spot for treats and snacks. And special, what is it? Funnel cakes. Oh, I love the funnel cakes here. And look, Disneyland has Domino's. When do you ever see that Haunted Mansion person walking through the country? No, because they walk through Liberty Square out there.
I was right too.
Just the Bayou patch. Let's go check out Splash Mountain. I can't even see the line. I'm so bright. It's Friday, so it's gonna get busier, but not Florida busy. We got lots of videos coming up from Florida. And if you do want to ride Rides of Resistance and you can't wait until we stream it, go ahead and check out it on our YouTube channel. We do have the one in Florida, the exact same in 360 degrees. Feel free to look around where you want to, and even pause it and you can take a look around. Watch as the videos reset behind you. There's the Haunted Mansion, still decked out for Nightmare Before Christmas and Jack Skellington's takeover. Probably only here until this weekend. And then say goodbye-bye to Jack and his friends until next Halloween time. That means that gingerbread house has been up for almost 3 months. Don't want to eat that one.
It's gonna be here. The bear wasn't a summer when everybody was like,
People are already complaining about crowds. And I have to say, after doing Disney's Hollywood Studios on a New Year's Day, I can deal with this crowd here easily. That crowd was nuts. That crowd reminded me of New Year's Eve at Disney World, but in the morning. There's nobody supposed to be up that early in the morning on New Year's. Oh, that smells good. They put something in the popcorn here. I don't know if it's the smell pumping out the machine, but ooh, fresh popcorn at Disneyland. I'll come here just to get popcorn. You want to go get some beignets that we never got?
nah.
Oh look, Star Tour cast members walking through here now. That's something you would never normally see. Dude, they weren't even allowed to do that when I worked here.
You know what does sound about me?
What, Red Bull?
Yes.
With New England clam chowder?
Gumbo.
Gumbo?
Gumbo.
How are you gonna go to New Orleans Square and get gumbo?
Because gumbo was in New Orleans. Man.
I know. No, you gotta go get New England clam chowder in New Orleans. It's the tale of two cities. Let's take a walk through New Orleans Square. I can't tell, I'm kind of killing time until our boarding pass time, or until the ride opens up again. Oh look, you can get bat wings now.
Maleficent.
I know. Well, because everybody was wearing Tinkerbell wings everywhere. I bet you those light up blue though. Oh, so bright. I can't see. Down here you do have the exit to Pirates of the Caribbean and the Blue Bayou restaurant, which here is the restaurant located right next to the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction when it first starts. Nice little tableside dinner. I would suggest getting the lamb chops, or the Monte Cristo, but they're more famously known for. And back here you got your little shops and your Pandora jewelry, your crystal shop with carvings, some perfume. You get an umbrella made, Pandora, Club 33 entrance, which used to be a hidden doorway, but Club 33 is actually upstairs right here. Gotta eat there one day. Cafe New Orleans. There's still places here I've never eaten at or that. I had no desire to. I'm one of those people. I'll eat McDonald's usually before I'll eat at Disneyland, just because I don't see the need of spending that much money on a burger usually. But there's our Fantasmic stage. There's some imagination. I can't. You ever seen an offset window? There's an offset window by Disney. They couldn't really get it all centered too well, but they did their best. There might have been a beam or something in the way that they couldn't do it. I really wish they opened that back up top. We do have Tarzan's Treehouse. Make sure if you do come to Disneyland to make sure you download the app. Also, try mobile ordering now. You probably won't regret it. Especially in some places. 40 minutes for Indiana Jones. Or you can get a fast pass for $6.50 or $7.50. The Jungle Cruise. World's famous Disneyland Jungle Cruise. Shorter than Disney World. 10-minute wait for that. I would say 5-minute wait, but they got rid of that little refreshment stand here. Too many people need strollers to bring here to the park, so I guess they got it across the way now. Back in the day, my parents had to always rent a stroller and never brought it to the park. So all the strollers were the same size. Kind of folded up into one. And it is kind of sad how quick you can walk around these parks. After doing 3 weeks in Florida and then coming here, it's almost like, oh, my legs aren't even tired and we walked almost all the way around. We haven't gone to Tomorrowland yet. You know the sad part is that's for the mobile ordering.
Really?
I believe so. That side or the other side's mobile ordering. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I don't know why I had that song stuck in my head. I haven't even watched Mr. Robin's Neighborhood. Yeah, Mr. Rogers. I was watching Saturday Night Live. Hello, boys and girls. This is Mr. Robinson. Oh, Eddie Murphy. Born on the 4th of July. Yeah. It's one of those things, if I would have saw the crowd before I got here, I probably wouldn't have got here. But I don't mind the crowds mostly, because I'm the type of person that can just come to Disneyland and sit with a box of popcorn, of course, or a barbecue turkey leg. That's a good one too. Oh, you haven't had that one yet, have you? Barbecue turkey leg.
But then to get a range of
Does look a lot better without the French fry rocks out here. Still need to move the Astro Orbiter back up on top though. Creates too much of that jam here. Now you need to add some plants over here too, would be nice. A tree or something. Just having grass in a circle. Not a fan.
That's where the boat is.
Nice little breeze. Nice and cool today though. Alright, I'm warm. That's only because I got a sweatshirt and a jacket on. That's the same thing I had on this morning, so with the sun out, doesn't work out too well. But when the sun sets, it's gonna get cold here tonight. Now, there's a difference between California cold and Florida cold. Florida cold has humidity, which means you'll feel it in your bones. California cold, it's chilly, but it's not cold. Unless you get the wind blowing off the mountains and snow. Let's see, 25 minutes for Star Tours. 10 minutes for, I'd say more like 15, 20 minutes for Buzz Lightyear. Granted, I haven't been here in a couple of weeks, but it sure is more crowded than other previous times I've been here on a Friday. But it's expected. You have so many people here for their boarding passes, plus a normal crowd that comes on a Friday. Everybody trying to ride Rise of the Resistance. A lot of people probably got here because I didn't hear about boarding passes until this morning, I think it was. So I thought it was going to be a first come, first serve like they did with the other ride. Which I would have been all for. I would have got here super early. You want to see if they got your BB-8 in there? Your BB-8 cup? Sure, why not? It's shopping. You might have some more Baby Yoda. Oh, you can get your Mandalorians. Okay. Oh, you can get the little Baby Yoda that guy had out there. You can get a Yoda for... John does the Legos thing. I not so much. My dad wasn't a fan on me having Legos because he'd step on them and that was pretty much it. Do you want the Chewbacca story?
No.
I do like the shirts they got here. You even got Skyway shirts. That's Skyway, not the Sky Cabin, Skyliner, Skyway.
There she is, I got her.
Excuse me.
I want the Space Mountain teapot. I don't want to break that. But that's cute. Doesn't hold a lot of liquid probably, but it's almost Epcot-y. That'd be cool if it had the Epcot logo on it. No babies? Okay, don't walk back towards the ride though.
Mine's not open.
What do you mean? Star Tours is down too?
Oh no, I left to go walking back to Galaxy Edge.
I'd like to have an Iron Man here. Since we can have Marvel on the West Coast more than they can on the East Coast, it would be great to bring an Iron Man in instead of having Star Tours. Or even do like a Space Mountain Iron Man overlay. I'm not a fan of the fact that they're bringing Mickey's Runaway Railway out here though. I mean, that to me would be better off here, and then Galaxy's Edge would have been better off there. Avengers Campus, better off here. Launch space. It was launch space. See, they got rid of all that? Route 2. Or they have tables in there. Yeah, so you'll have to come back to there, and so that way we can I'm gonna move the tables over to this side. Go bother Darth Vader. That's something you haven't done yet. You haven't met BB-8. Wonder if they still do anything at nighttime over here. It doesn't look like it. It was great during the holidays and Halloween time. They'd have a DJ out here with the characters coming out. And a lot of times you'd see the rare characters too. Like the, oh, it was a female Chippendale. Chipmunk, the female one with the green dress. I don't remember her name. She was here. The Aristocats were here. Characters you don't really see that often were in here, which always made that a good time. And it's not always you see Tweedledum and Tweedledee out, or the Queen of Hearts. Not as much as you see like Maleficent, the princesses. I do miss a lot more than just the random characters being in the park for photo ops or whatever. Every now and again they'll do it. We'll just be walking through Fantasyland and you'll see a character you haven't seen in a while. Just the special little things that they do here and there. Any word yet?
Still closed.
Still closed. Oh, how can we have still closed? It's gonna be like a 4-hour wait before you get back on it. Wait. There's our Nemo ride. No, the park's not pretty empty. Everybody's hanging out inside of Galaxy's Edge waiting for their boarding pass time because the ride's down. So you have all the people that have been here since this morning to get a rope drop that got their boarding pass. And haven't been able to use their boarding pass. Like our boarding pass was available at like 12:30 at noon, and it's
3:20.
3:20, so that's 3 hours basically. So we've had 3 hours, but we've been here since early this morning, but we went home. Live close enough by. There's our little Autopia cars. I do like the Autopia cars better than Tomorrowland Speedway. A lot better with all the wooded areas and the little off-road section. Still closed. There's a good old Matterhorn, the first tubular steel roller coaster in the world, using the water brakes. I think it was one of the first roller coasters to use the water brake too. Which just means the water slows it down. But you go on that ride if you want to lose a kidney. Don't go on that ride if you're having surgery. Unless you're just trying to jostle your organs up for the doctor. I mean, I understand it's old, but good lord, they need a different braking system on that. Smoothing the turns out. Put a bank in. No, they need as much padding in the Matterhorn as they do on the cat carrier. Or the cat bed. Dog bed. Whatever animal bed we have. Here's another spot you can mobile order. That's where I got the barbecue, but that was just left over from the one over there by the Fantasyland stage area. Here you can get your world famous $7 churro, or $4.70. It's $4.75 churro. The sad part is you can get a box of popcorn cheaper than you can get a churro. So think about that. A box of popcorn will go a lot farther than one churro will when it comes to a family. The Small World is open. Back to its normal non-Christmas Small World, which is good. Doesn't take them long to take off all the Christmas decorations. But then again, I've been going for a bit. And then right behind Small World you have Toontown, which Roger Rabbit Spin is there. Videos are up on YouTube for any of these attractions. Train passing right by Small World. Small World here is outside and indoors. With the Mary Blair outside look. But if we hang out here too long, we will have that song stuck in our head. Do, 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 do. See. I want to thank the Sherman Brothers for writing every song that's ever been stuck in my head. Whether it be the Tiki Room, Small World, Making Memories, Imagination, Tomorrow's Child. Oh, the Sherman Brothers wrote so many. But they made songs that could get stuck in your head, that's for sure. And I'm wondering if that's why I ate my vegetables, and I still eat my vegetables because of that song though. Whenever I wouldn't eat my vegetables, my mom would be like, veggie fruit, fruit. That's a new cup. You gonna have to get that one too? We like to have the cups in the popcorn buckets. Even though I needed to really cut down on my popcorn buckets.
A little bit, that's the box on the right.
Oh, so bright. Not too bad of a line for Storybook though. That goes to show me everybody's over in Galaxy's Edge. That was not me, folks. That was a monorail. Could have been the whale. Nothing like driving into the mouth of a whale. You'll never know where you end up. Still got Mr. Toad's Wild Ride though. Yeah, I like the fact that we have Mr. Toad's Wild Ride out here. We have Alice in Wonderland, we have Pinocchio, we have Snow White's Scary Adventure. So Fantasyland gives me totally different enjoyment from here compared to Florida. I'm not a fan of getting a fast pass to see a princess or a character. But I understand, busier park, international folk come there. Locals, not so much. So we're gonna head back over to Galaxy's Edge, check out and see what's going on, what updates we might have over there. And if nothing's going on, nothing's changed, we'll go ahead and end this stream for the day, I guess. Try and come back to you once we have it open. Maybe turn around and get the 360 camera out for you guys. The park this morning was lined up all throughout Main Street to where they had to actually open up rope drop out to the castle, which I've never seen that before. The crowd kind of dispersed, but then they all kind of hung out everywhere. Are you getting hungry? They got fruit crisp now. Isn't that like dehydrated fruit? Now see, Disneyland's so smart, we have a little gate in the middle. So at nighttime they open these gates up and they can bring trucks in and out. Plus that's the back of Thunder Mountain, so if any maintenance needs to go on, it needs to be painted or anything like that, that's the way they transport vehicles. But there's also a tunnel here. a lot of people don't know about. So when you're walking in Galaxy's Edge, you actually walk over a tunnel. I mean, it does just pretty much go to the boats that house Fantasmic, or the Fantasmic housing boat area.
Come on, buddy. Here you go. I bought it.
And I did do a great job on this area, and we do have a train passing us. We walk out of Galaxy's Edge with the train, we walk back in with the train. That's kind of interesting. It's the only left turn the Disneyland Railroad's ever made. Hey look, if you ever want to ride one of those, you can go to Knott's Berry Farms. Very bouncy ride. Welcome to Black Spire Outpost, legendary land of hidden temples, where both the First Order and the Resistance hang out. But they got some giant grasshoppers or whatever back there making some noise. Which, as loud as that grasshopper sounds, I don't want to see how big he is. This is a great spot for fireworks if you come to Disneyland and you're not so worried about the music aspect. Seeing fireworks inside Galaxy's Edge is a great spot. As you can see, the crowds do thicken up when you get up to these areas. So everybody's waiting for their boarding time. So many boarding times have been called with the ride being down. And people are just waiting around. But when you come to Disneyland, there's only so much you can do. When you've done it all, you're at that point of just standing around, looking at your phone, sitting there going, I'm out of drinking money. Wouldn't that be funny if the carts started communicating like the R2-D2 things do? Or talking to each other while they're parked there? Still closed. Oh, that's so disappointing. So instead of having you guys hang on and just walk around the park with me for the next hour, or 3 hours, or however long this may ever take, I'll make sure I record it or come back on with the new stream. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, and that bell notification so that way you do know I go live. It can happen 10 minutes from now, it can happen 2 hours from now, you just never know. But know that we will also be here next Friday for doing the same thing with rope drop and different rides. Join me tomorrow where I'll have fireworks, maybe from Galaxy's Edge. I'll be here tomorrow. Be here probably starting about 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. on the East Coast. So nice evening, nighttime. Enjoyment with Dan. That's the bad part about being on the West Coast, yeah. Your times kind of get pushed back a little bit, but people in Australia and the UK, have a great night, a great day. Folks in the US, have a good evening, a good night. And we'll find out when we come back. So until tomorrow, keep dreaming Disney and stay with us. Your friends, streaming the magic.